Okay, I'm gonna do this real quick. So, let's remove all our beautiful stuff there. Go to edit mode. So, we have this face right here, right? Now, I'm gonna delete this face. Let's say you have geometry, or maybe you've decimated and it's screwed up or whatever, and it left a face open like this, or you deleted something and you're like, oh my god, mess. So, when you extrude, which is E, right, it does this number, right? And then, uh, back my mouse thing. There you go. And then you'll have this. So remember to hit Control Z, so that's not there anymore. But you still have this piece here. So you can't really extrude that away. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on all the corners that we want. So we could do this as a quad. So a quad is 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you hit F, and you see you get a new piece. Now you're probably like, oh, that is not right. It's green. Why? Well, right now it's popped to this material right over here, that green material. When it came in, like it just automatically said, I'm going to make that green. Sometimes it follows suit with around it. Sometimes it's stupid. So we'll just go down here, select this face. It's a good time for that to actually happen. An automatic teaching moment. And then you just go to what you want it to be, and you click assign just like that. It's metallic. And you're probably like, but now it's all kind of like sharp. You just want to go like this. You want to say, no, not smooth. Where is it? Where is it? Smooth bases. There you go. And you got a smooth base. It's a chunky, like, very hard surfaces. Boom. Smooth. Right? So that is how you add new faces. So, if you're ever trying to cut out some geometry, like per se, you want to make something less triangles, you want to take the time to like cut some of this out, right? You want to just cut these 4 triangles out and just turn this into a quad. You're just gonna delete the faces. We're gonna select the quads. I'm not gonna keep any of this. This is just to show you real quick since you're asking. So we're gonna grab all that and we're just gonna hit F. And once again, it didn't follow suit with what was around it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. I guess today it's like, hey, we need to teach this again. And you're just going to go up to what you want it to be and click assign. There you go. And remember, it's going to be sharp because you have to tell that geometry, hey, you need to be smooth shaded. Right? So make sure just to select the whole model to make everything easy. And you can see up here, I haven't done the UV yet. I've been dealing with hell. Oh, humans are silly. Alright, anyways, so we're gonna go smooth bases. There you go. It's your nice smooth piece, and you can also do smooth vertices and other things. Go to shading, smooth vertices, and that's how you get this look of like, even though it's kind of flat, it's really flat in Blender, right? But once you get into the world, once you make it smooth shaded, look at that baby. Very low poly. I mean, as best as I could really get it. I'm sorry. I did my best. This is, you want to look like a robot hand, is what you're gonna get, man. So, E is for extrude. So, like, if you make a piston, like this little thing here, if I can get in there. There you go. Right? You can just, at any point, just pop like this. I don't know. My buttons are probably different because, like I say, I've got everything mapped to this left half keyboard. But you can look up how to move the cursor and set it. I think it's a shift right click, but that's mine. It may not be your setup. And then you can just do shift add right here. You can do like icosphere. zoom out, just pull it in, you know, and then flatten things, and then we're just gonna right. So you got something like this, and then you want to have like these pistons come off it. This is where the extrude comes in, and you can hit Alt and with a line, and hopefully it'll grab this whole edge while holding Alt and click. And if you got another edge you want to grab, you can do Shift, Alt, and click. So this should have, yeah, it's got both of these here, the top rung and the bottom rung. And we're just going to tell it to edge. We're going to tell it to bridge these edge loops. And do you see what it's done is it's closed this in like this. Really simple for us. And I'm going to show you that again. That was bridge edge loops. So you could have two loops selected. So like this loop and then this loop down here. But that's not what I actually want to show you. What we want to show you here is like here also once again Alt and click. Make sure you have your loop, and then E for extrude. I clicked Z to make sure it only goes up in the Z and up and down, right? And then you go like that. Alright, and there you go. And then you might need another one of these, and so you just click on any of this. You can get Control Plus, and then all the connected geometry, you keep clicking it until it's all selected, right? Shift D to copy, move it up, rotate X 180, there you go, right? Then you're probably like, oh, we don't need this top rung, right? We don't. So we're just gonna select that loop, Alt click, and we're gonna click delete vertices, we're gonna Alt click, oop, nope, Alt click here to with the edge mode, gonna hit F. Look at that, I closed that little guy, right? So I forgot to make the bolts, and that's what we're doing right now. Things have been hectic, man. And then again, I've used Alt and select, or click to select the edge loop, Alt, with the edge mode here selected. And then I'm just going to hit F and closing this face. Alright. And then I'm going to click on this, and once again, Control plus 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 plus, Control plus 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 plus, holding Control. Alright, and it'll let us move this whole happy-go-lucky thingy down here. Alright, and then we're going to click on this and make sure we're on edge. Alt click, remember to grab this edge loop. Alt click, grab this edge loop, we're all happy. Edge, bridge, edge loops. Here we go. Alright. And that's one way you can do that, but you're going to have that extra line. Another way, the way you can do it is go into vertex mode, click here, and there's vertex. I'm always doing this from a shortcut. You can always hit here and merge. It's Alt M on mine. It might be something else for yours, but you can see what it is just by. So when you see me doing this, I just merge, and you can do at first, at last, or at center. So here we're just going to connect to here. So what we're going to tell it is at last, right? It's going to go up there and meet that one. We can do it to this one too. And you're like, well, this is kind of tedious. Why don't I just do it at the bridge edge loop one and call it good? Well, when you do that, for every one of these faces, right here, that's actually two triangles. When you get into the game, you know, so if you have another row of that, that's another row of two triangles times 4. So if you just take a little bit more time to stitch this together, right? tell this guy to grab everything and be electro metal, right? And reduce his size and mesh shading, smooth faces. Look at this, and we're gonna give it that style. I want to see what this is gonna look like. We'll see if this isn't cool. You tell me and I'll change it. It'll be real easy, but I think this will look kind of slick. Alright, assign. Alright, look at a little star. I don't know. If you don't like it, just let me know. I gotta quickly fix it for you, right? Okay. We've got our little bolt here. We're gonna make a copy because we're gonna make a whole bunch of these guys. I'm gonna send you a picture. Make sure you're okay with that style because it's probably gonna be like on all of them. This is way too big. I want these to be a lot flatter though. Yeah, there we go. Grab the whole thing. I think it's still a little big. Just a little bit. Right about there. See, this is a lot of the stuff that, it gets boring. It's kind of tedious. It's like, 2, maybe 3 hours inside of here. Oop. So there you go. Bring out another one just to kind of give you an idea what we're doing here. Most of this is you just kind of get used to things over time in Blender. So, I can just select this one and then control plus 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 plus. And, oop, nope. Shift D for copy. Just gonna move him right there. I think he needs to go down a little bit. Examine him from all sides. Make sure. Well, yeah, he needs to go little bits that way. See, and that's just E and F and merge. All the good tools. That's kind of how I did that. It's same thing with over here. I just kind of did the same idea. And then instead of, a tiny little shaft here, it's a long shaft. Same here. Over here. These were... I did a little bit of a trick here. If you see these faces. This is to make it look like it's big, because once you get to here, but otherwise it'll look kind of, just coming out like that. But it looks good when you get out versus in. It just looks like it's more metallic, more there. And then over here, check that guy out. So he gets some metal reflective inside on there. I pulled the sleeve down so it doesn't look exactly like a Terminator arm. Gave you some fingertips. Yep, so yeah, here we go. I'll give you another example of this. Select a face. Let's just go with anyone over here. Alright, I'm just gonna delete the face. Over here. So the minimum a face can be is a triangle. So a face is just a triangle or more. If it's a quad, like this one, the game's gonna process it into a triangle, two triangles automatically. It's counting it even though you don't see it. Uh, but yeah, so when you need to add half a face, stitch something together, there you go. If, like earlier as it was doing, and wanted to be a teaching moment, you will make an F and it's green or the wrong material is generally what that was. It was assigning your electro or material. You just assign it to whatever you want it to be. We will go into a lesson of how to make materials. I'm not teaching you that. There's much better teachers on that mess. And then, you just extrude and add faces and merge things and you bevel. This is that beveling. To get it to go in. That's like right here. I can show you this real quick. So you can go to edge, bevel edge, and then if you kind of pull this thing out, you see how it gives you that beveled all the way around with the extra geometry. If you scroll your mouse in, you get more and more and more, and then you can scroll your mouse in and out to get a different make a mess. Alright, we don't want to do any of this, so just Z, Control Z, no, hell no. So yeah, that's just most of the thing is just E, F, move things around, just add more geometry, make something out of other geometry. What would this start out at? I think I use an icosphere for this mess. Yeah, there you go. Nice green isosphere. That's what your bolts are made out of, man. Green isospheres. Let's see. For that piece and these pieces, that was just me doing a UV sphere. Just cut half of it off. Just go down here, right? Click on that. Control plus, 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 plus. Delete. Right? And then you've got your top half there. Look at that. And then you just make another one, and then you just the top one there, you just kind of go like this. And then when you get your other two, you just stitch them together, either and line mode, alt click, F. We don't need any of this mess. And there you go. Just have to unwrap the UVs for you.